So right now I'm just mostly snooping around to collect materials necessary for healing salve because I found that it's actually a really effective healing tool outside of stim packs. So and it's pretty easy to make as like a low level item. So to make that, it requires 3 mats, I believe it is. And one of them are these orange flowers along river routes, so that's why I'm out exploring for that. And then it's also those blue soot flowers, which can mostly be found along any main roadway or trail. And I think the third material is boiled water. I'm gonna double check on that. I'm still kind of learning about it. Yeah, the orange flowers are called blood leaves. So I haven't completely gotten it memorized yet, but I'm working on that. And then also, if I have an excess amount that I don't need, then I can sell it. So, merch it. So that's what I'm up to. Gathering materials is one of my favorite things in survival titles like this. Not that the quests and events and whatnot that are taking place aren't fun. They are. I'm just not personally as into all that as I am exploring and gathering mats. I like setting myself up my own objectives for survival titles, survival games like this. So. And that would be once I find something that's useful or valuable and I can craft it, then I like looking for that material. And I play most MMOs that way, even the most conventional, like World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy 14. I do the same thing. I really enjoy the crafting mechanisms, mechanics, crafting mechanics in those game titles. So, even if it's something as simple as building a new chair or a table or something to place on my properties, and it requires a series of materials, I really like going out and exploring for it, hunting for it, and trying to find the most ideal locations to collect it. I'm not as big of a fan of the idea of having to Google search for content like that. I would prefer it to be built into like whatever kind of catalog that would be built into the game that you're playing. But sometimes that's just not enough information. So in that case, I will go ahead and search online to see what other people have posted about it on a subreddit or something similar. But which is still fun. It's part of the hunt, but it's just preferred when it's outside of the game zone. See, it's indicating that there's still a threat. Might be another mole hiding around here somewhere. It's probably in one of the other buildings in this area. I'm just sweeping through here real quick. Oh, I hear them. To see if there is anything of value. And before I continue on looking for stiff flowers. So, the mats from the animals are actually pretty decently valuable as well. When you cook them into shopping list. You cook them into a refined food. I'll take that. I don't know what that's for, but whatever. It's information. And then And if you don't need it, merching it with selling it to a merch is sometimes you can double its value just by simply using firewood or boiled water to prepare it. And that's another one of my favorite features of the survival MMO as well is learning the economy. And I'm doing pretty decent. I'm not crazy wealthy. I think I have like 25,000 caps. Yeah, which isn't bad for just being meticulous about what I buy and sell. I feel like that's a pretty decent amount of in-game currency. Mostly, I'm saving that up for purchasing plans and recipes for later use. At some point, I intend to hit that resort that has all of merchant robots that offer a lot of plans and such, and just buying as many as I can because I really enjoy crafting. Finally got my new mic. I still need a mic stand because the sound isn't great unless I get like really close to it, and so that's what I need to do is get a mic stand to put it closer to my face when I speak. But it certainly sounds better than the previous headset microphone I was using in terms of sound quality. I think the headset microphone made it easier to hear me at more volume, but the clarity was really bad. It was like an old 1940s radio broadcast, which could be fun as a theme, but I don't
know
know.
a guy who could fix that.
I'd rather
Now
have
that
better
the world
quality.
has gone to shit, the rich gonna be poor and the poor
So in
gonna
order
be
to
rich.
get this closer to me now, because it's on my desk, I have to sit
What was
closer
that?
to the computer, and that's not comfortable for my neck and back. But once I get that mic stand, then I can sit back some more and move it closer to me. Leave her alone, buddy.
It's hard work making a living out here.
If there's anybody else that plays Fallout 76, even though it gets kind of a bad rap, but the game's actually really improved since its launch date, and at this point, not only is it just, at least for me and a few other folks that I've spoken with, it's just another Fallout title like any of the others. But this one, at this point, is probably my favorite one. Um, with New Vegas is a very close second. Like maybe New Vegas in terms of content and gameplay is still my all-time favorite, but this is definitely, it's gotten to the point to where it's a very close. Hey, patio. Let's see. I just got some new plans here. So. And I'm finding locating plans that I don't know yet is becoming more and more rare. So that's always cool. Um, yeah, I think this game's great now. I mean, and I am somebody that played it pretty early in its release, and I knew that it was definitely a rough title, incomplete, and had its disappointments. But I continued to play it, just with the idea that they were probably going to improve on it over time, and they certainly have. I mean, that's the case for New Man's Sky for me as well. I've made that point to a few folks that, like, I did buy it on its release date, and even though I knew it was like this is definitely not what the dev team said it would be, Admittedly, I was still enjoying playing it, and so I kept with it, and now it's, they've gone far beyond what they originally said that they intended to do with the titles. So I just noticed that I'm over encumbered, so I'm gonna go merch and take care of that. And what I always do is carry as much as I can without using my power armor to increase my carry weight, and then I'll equip that, go to a merch location, unload, and then head back out where I left off, basically. So, and where I like to go is to this town, Foundation, because it's free of charge to travel there, and they have vending and all the crafting stations that I need. But yeah, I'm just curious, if other folks out there, first of all, do you play Fallout 76? And if you do, what do you still think of it, even now, after all the updates and added content? Whether or not you find it to be an enjoyable game. If not, why not? I'd like to know your feedback on that.
Those Mothman cultists give me
Because it's been a
They're all
a
just
mixed reaction for me. Started off pretty rough. Wasn't all that impressed with it. Played it for a little while, and then I put it down for a long while, and then eventually came back. Came back to it. And then have continued to play off and on. I'm always cycling through titles, though. I go through impulses of playing a particular game like non-stop for like a month or two, and then I put it down for a month or two and play something else. So what I like to do is, with all the foods that I've collected out there, is let's see here, is refine it by cooking it, and then even though I don't necessarily need it, so that way I can increase its value and then merch it off to this guy. I always like collecting alcoholic beverages, also to sell them because they're pretty valuable. You get quite a few caps off of them. So, what is that? Rad's resistance by 20. That's actually pretty decent, but I'll go ahead and sell that. But I'll keep that in mind. I'm always using not Radaway, but the medicine to reduce radiation while collecting water and whatnot. I have a ton of them, but it would be kind of nice to find an alternative. So I'm keeping the soot flowers and the bloodleaf because those are used for the salvin I was talking about. Healing salve. So this stuff here. So I'm gonna make a bunch of that. Let's see. I'll hang on to my junk. I've been selling off a lot of the junk because I had more than enough, but I recently was using quite a bit of it and sharing it, so I might be running out of stuff now. So. Just offload that. And I need to double check to see how to make the salve. Not that I need any more right now, but I wanted to collect mats and store them to be ready if and when I need it. But I don't remember where to make it. Actually, I think it might be... I think you cook it. I always have to double check. Whether it's at the chemistry workstation or
Gotta talk to Paige
if it's
about
something
those
that I have to
skinny
cook.
bugs. Giving me the creeps.
Let's see. Starch, healing salve, there it is, and I need boiled water. But now that I know that, I'm just gonna put the mass that I have for that away, so it'll be ready when I need it, and I'll just continue hunting for some more. And I've also made some of the healing salve and like stored it in here. I always try to carry 10 of each thing on me at all times, and then have some for backup. And I don't even have that much in my storage for now, but I'll keep the mats. So I got 33 of the leaves, but I think I'm a little short on the soot flowers, yeah. So I'll try to get at least like 30 more of those. And call it good. Let's see. Another thing I like to do is for the items that I do carry on me, and I try to keep 10 at a time. Any more than I have on me, I'll go ahead and merge off. So I think I have like one more of something that I need. Yeah, so like this soup, I have one more than I need, so I'll go ahead and sell that. And then the purified water, because I have a ton of purifiers on both my camps, so I'm always getting an excess amount of that, and they sell for a good value. 6 for 24 caps that's not bad, you know. So and let's go back to where we were. How much am I carrying? Yeah. So my inventory's looking good. Less than 200 out of 250 or so.
Water, ice. Water is not also ice. Do not ask for water.
So I have
ice,
my
and
second
sunnies.
camp roughly in the area where I left off when I was wandering around, so I'll just go ahead and fast travel back to that. And it's free. I try to make my fast travels free as frequently as possible, just to cut down on the expense. Or if there is a location that I intend to teleport in that area, I'll go to one of the free zones first and either travel to it, or to cut down the cost, I'll travel to the free zone and then travel to the intended location. I always like to, each time I go to one of my camps, collect the accumulated resources just to have them refreshing at all times. Because if you don't, they just sit there, and then it's not making a new batch. So I always like to grab them, and I can either cook them or into a food that I can sell, or I'll hold on to it and let it rot, and then I can later refine the spoiled food into fertilizer, so I can plant more food later. And then rinse and repeat. I always like expanding my farms, because the more you plant, the more you accumulate, which essentially means the more resources you make and can sell, and make more caps. And that's kind of other than surviving, I guess the ultimate goal for me is to accumulate as many caps as possible, so I don't have to worry about any financial hardships. I can buy whatever plans I want, or whatever. So the reason I put this power suit on is because it's supposed to increase the harvest of minerals from mining veins like that. that one was for fertilizer, I believe. And then I think there's one over here for some kind of alloy, if I remember correctly. Yeah, there's a spot here. I have to be careful here because there's a workstation to be claimed, and often it gets attacked by large groups of super mutants or zombies. Just scorched. There's a lot of razor grass out here too, which is really nice. And I didn't have to plant it. It's already here on this farm. I try not to travel too much around in the power armor because it uses, the fusion core, its fuel. But I do have a card in my, let's see here, in my set that reduces the use of, fusion cores last 30% longer. So that certainly helps. But even so, because they're kind of rare. I have quite a few that I found in various generators and inside other power suits that are scattered about the map. So I do have quite a few of them, but just to avoid using them unnecessarily. Uh-oh. What is happening here? That was scary. I jumped. Whatever that was. Let's go investigate. Some kind of idol. Okay. Let's see. Is that Mothman and cult stuff? Yeah, it is. But I've never seen that before, where it suddenly manifested an idol like that. That scared me. I don't know if you guys saw it. I like jumped a little bit in my seat hearing that. I don't know the details of that. I don't know why that happened. Alright, well. Good enough. I have been tracked by the Mothman before, the actual creature. I think maybe it was like a Halloween event or whatever. And they spawn it near you, and I think it's at night at a certain time, and I thought I heard something. I'm looking around, and then I saw its big eyes, red eyes, and it like ran at me. I think it hit me once, and then like disappeared, ran away or something, and that made me jump as well. That was scary, but I didn't engage. I didn't fight it. I was trying to run away, so I think it did the same. Whereas if I had attacked it, it probably would have continued to take me out. Now, often there are cultists out in this area. They have a church right over here, next to my property. Oh, I think I heard one of them talking. Let's go see if we can pick a fight here and maybe collect some ammo off of them. Alexa, stop. There's one of them. Let's pick a fight. Oh, there's quite a few of them actually. Yeah, and unfortunately, the mechanics here is like if you rally one of them, then they all get involved, whether they're in proximity or not. So. And that's kind of unfortunate. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch my rifle here now.
We'll pay for that.
Let's see. Another guy. He's somebody I was already shooting at a little bit. I see you, buddy.
Holy Mothman! I joined.
I have two cards in my set where it increases my crit rate when I'm in stealth, and also a card that stacks the crit rate with each consecutive successful shot. So like I'm getting 2 bonuses at a time, in combat with these guys. And that's why I remain in stealth most of the time when I play. And I also, on top of those cards, I have a card that increases my archery crit rate. So if I use my bow, I actually get an additional critical damage output. Now the only reason I didn't use my bow in that fight is because it's a very slow weapon. I'll often use it on a single target, but not as often on a group. So let's see if I can. Yeah, see that took out over half his damage with one arrow, and then a second arrow, and he's done. So it's a very effective stealth weapon. So long as it's, like I said, a single target. If it, where'd he go? If it turns out, if I'm in a group battle, then I want to switch over to a faster firearm. Not that I have any damage, but I'll demonstrate it. I also have a card that allows me to cannibalize my targets, so I can replenish health off of those who I kill. At the cost of radiation, unfortunately. Eating ghouls contaminates me with quite a bit of radiation, while the radiation is not quite as lethal from non-ghouls. So, but I'll go ahead and heal back up from that. I didn't need to do that, I just wanted to show that I can. So just a means of being as resourceful as possible in this survival title. One of the things about the bow, unfortunately, is if, at least that I've learned, if I've already have an arrow knocked, I don't know of an effective way to unknock it without launching it, without going to the Pip-Boy like that, and then bringing it back down, and it resets the arrows. So just in case anybody was wondering why I keep doing that, why I keep going back to the Pip-Boy when I knock an arrow, it's for that reason. If there is a way to bring the arrow back, I don't know what the mechanic is. I've only ever done the Pip-Boy to cancel it out. So if anybody happens to know, go ahead and leave a comment. Now, often there are a ton of cultists in the church that pour out as well. So if I rally one, they all rush out. I'll go ahead and nade this guy, see what that does. Let's see if any more get involved here. I hear somebody, but he might be the sniper on the... Nope, there's one. There's two. I have been here, and there was like a dozen of them that came pouring out, but maybe that was the group that I had wiped out in the graveyard. And the previous time that I came here, they were all inside rather than out there, so I'll go ahead and grab everything. I usually prefer to like pick and choose the things to grab off of my targets, but since I had just unloaded a lot of space in my inventory, I'll go ahead and just grab everything and then go merch it. So I think this is a really neat idol here. They have a sacrificed victim, an idol to the Mothman. Now there's probably at least one more cultist on the roof here as a sniper, but he didn't see me. Oh, she didn't see me on account of being in stealth. Oh, she went. Where did she fall to? Down the stairs. Yeah, I'll go get her here in a moment. This is a pretty cool perch, though. It comes from the bell tower of the church, and then they make this plank to overlook the area. It's pretty cool. I wonder if I missed anybody down there. Doesn't look like it. I need to repair this firearm. I'm gonna go back to my camp and do that. Oh, ammo, gimme. Yeah, again, I'll take everything and go merge that. Hey, what do we got here? Right on. Cool. I'll go ahead and real quick just head back to my camp, repair my firearm, offload some stuff, and maybe head back to merch a little bit.
You know, the world's kind of amazing. If you stop to
So yeah, and I had just collected the plants and water not that long ago before heading out, and a lot of it's already come back. Or refreshed. Hey. Some logs while I'm out here. Now, I always try to build like a small village in my camps. And hey, why are you naked? Let's hold on now.
march to your own beat, or waltz, or square dance. I don't know, anything. It's your beat.
Whoops. Back. Sorry, I don't want her. That's been happening lately. Like, I'll log in and she's not. I guess she's a nudist, but not on my watch. Alright. Anyways, I try to make small villages with a collection of buildings rather than one large building. I just like that look better. And usually I'll assign each building for a specific reason, so then I have my allies home and a workstation for the power armor, and then all other workstations.
Not the nuke side. You know, the regular bright side.
Then I'll have a private quarters for myself, which would be this place. And this is the final one. Oh, yeah, and then one for the ammo exchange and the card sets. Although I only use one set of cards, or I swap them out on occasion when needed. It's a cool idea.
You know,
And
observe nature and the songs will
at each
flow.
of my camps, I have a few things that offer buffs before heading out that I like to, each time I log in, I'll try to use these. So this is one of them, and I think it increases strength. We'll find out here in just a moment. It usually takes about a minute for it to kick in the buff after interacting. Oh, it's agility, okay. And then, what's the other one? Oh, and then I can increase luck with the fortune machine here. So I always like to do that. Usually I discard the card that it offers though. I don't think it weighs anything, but just to alleviate clutter in my inventory. As soon as it gives it to me, I usually try to go find it and drop it. Yeah, see I have a few in here right now. Yeah, and they don't weigh anything, but just like I said, just to get rid of some of the clutter, I'll knock them out. And then the final one that I can use, but she's hogging it right now, is I can play the guitar, and that increases an attribute as well, but I don't want to interrupt her to deal with that. But one of the reasons I came back just now was to repair my firearm. So there it is. So let's repair that rifle. And that was. See, I have a lot of stuff on me now. Go ahead and repair this guy. And this guy. Yeah, it's almost broken. Not good. There we go. Good as new. And now I'm ready to go merch again. And this is pretty much how I consistently play this game. I like venturing out, finding stuff, exploring new locations if I haven't already, or even some locations that I have been, I'll find new things that I didn't notice before, and break stuff down and merch what I don't need, and just keep accumulating the caps until I'm ready to buy more plans and recipes for crafting later. But I still intend to get more soot flowers because I think I only had like 7, so where I had over 30 of the bloodleaf to accommodate it. I don't need to make any more starch.
Sandwiches.
I think I'm out of
grinders.
boiled water at the moment to make any food, so I'll take care of that in just a second.
Satisfaction with Sunny is guaranteed. Ravioli.
Got some access water. Again. Oh, I forgot. Anyways, forget that I have to confirm that I do
Sunny
want to sell
has
the
what
favored thing.
you need. Deal with Sunny.
I'm curious to see what the razor grass. It's probably just razor grass soup. So, a couple ways to get water is you can go to these pumps, but they are very slow. Unfortunately, like even when you tap rapidly, it only gives you one water, and you need 2 to create boiled water. Yeah, it only gives you 1 like every 5 seconds, so that's kind of rough. So as an alternative to that, what I'll do is I'll just head back to my camp here and then go to the nearby river and collect water there, and you can do it much faster. You can effectively rapidly tap to collect and get as much as you need. And I believe the river is right this direction. Yeah. That's another thing. I try to set up my camps near a river to some degree. Both of them, at least. I don't have the 3rd camp yet, but the 2 camps that I do have are, oh, it's right next to that scary idol again. The 2 that I do have are next to a river of some kind. And before I collect, what I always like to do is pop one of these radexes because it reduces radiation, and then I just tap rapidly. And I do so for about 10 seconds, and I think out of 10 seconds I usually can make about 30 water. So that'll be good enough there. I got over encumbered there, but that's fine. I forgot to sell off the firearms and whatnot at the merge, but that's fine. I wanted to take care of this right away. Boiling this water might relieve my over encumberdness, but we'll see. And there's my
You 76ers,
cooking
you
station.
guys are something else.
I always like to put the cooking station somewhere kind of like in the center of the community or whatever. As like a gathering place. Bloodleaf tea. And, there it is. Oh, you can make flour or soup. Cool. flower requires concrete, though? That's weird. I'll just go with the suit for now. And so am I still over encumbered? No, I am no longer, so I can go ahead and head back and continue merging like I was doing.
Sorry, no time to chat.
I didn't want to. I always try to hit this garden real quick each time I come back here. What's that? Bag of fertilizer. Oh, there's 2 of them. I gotta remember that. I'm always looking for fertilizer. So. Yeah, and I've already recently wiped out their crop.
Maybe some extra patrols
Ah,
out there.
have you seen my tools? Ah, never mind. I just spotted them.
You are missing out. You should fear it. Shop at
Go ahead.
Sunny's.
Sell this fungus. And leftover razor grass. And then I'll sell all this soup. So these ones only sell for 1 a pop, which is fine. It's whatever. Now that I know
It's too
that,
wet to be outside.
being that selling it in its raw form is also only worth 1 cap, means that I don't need to waste my time with water and wood in the future.
Maybe if
And
this
I can
place
just
keeps
save
going,
those resources for
Get a
other
dog to
things.
help me guard the house.
So. I just want to knock my saturation back up here real quick. And, oh wait, I need to sell firearms and such. There we go. Some of the excess weapons that I've managed to pick up from cultists. Now you can break these down for mats if necessary. I don't need to do that right now, so that's why I'm going ahead and just selling them off. And then baseball and frag grenades, I tend to hang on to because I use them pretty regularly, and I find that they're kind of expensive on resources to make, to craft. So anytime that I find some out in the waste, I like to again try to keep at least 10 of any one kind of explosive on me, and then put away what's left over. That's why I have a few baseball grenades. They're very powerful. They're over 200 damage, which is pretty nice. Frags are around 200. Yeah, okay. Yeah, 204. So not quite as powerful, but still pretty effective. So yeah, I like to hang on to those. Any other grenade I just haven't found that I personally care for, like the plasma or the cryo. Not that I don't think they're any good. I just personally don't find them necessary to bother with if I have the other 2. So let's check my. Yep. All right. Oh, I had some junk. Break that down. I'll go ahead and sell. I'll sell the junk.
Satisfaction with Sunny is
Except for the fertilizer.
guaranteed.
I'll hang on to that. Break that down real
How
quick.
you doing?
Go ahead. Wood leg. Okay. Break that down for wood scraps. I've been gathering wood. I ran out of it because I had so much of it for a while that I didn't need to gather anymore. And so I had to. So now I've been collecting more of it again.
It's slippy out. Yeah.
I think I'll stick around in this region to look for more soot flowers. And then if it turns out uneventful, then I'll go back to where I'm pretty familiar with, where a lot of them are. What's it doing? Oh, logs. Okay. But I don't explore this area all that often. I think it's more of on the east side of the map. I usually only come here to come to Foundation to do my merching, and then I port back to the west side of the map. That's where I tend to do most of my exploring and gathering personally, but mainly just because I'm more familiar with it. So I think this area also tends to have a little bit higher level dangers, so try to avoid that if I can. I don't wear very heavy armor. I don't wear the power suit too often either. I'm very much a concentrated. Oh, there's a body of water here. I remember that for future usage. I'm definitely more of a sneak and crit sort of profile, so I can deal out lots of damage.
Would you believe it? I've been looking all over for you.
Yeah, get away from me. I can deal out an exceeding amount of damage per attack, so long as I remain in stealth most of the time. Otherwise, if I get hit, I fall pretty easily. So, and that tends to be the profile of characters I like to play in games, anyways. I really like stealth. I like sneaking around. I like silence weapons. That's why all my firearms that I use have compressors on them, to reduce sound, obviously. And then same with this guy, and even my sniper rifle, which I forgot to repair, but it also has a compressor. So I prefer that. And then the bow. And the bow is by design is quiet. Even though, like, again, if you rally a single target that's in range of other of its peers, is that a bad guy? What's going on here? Or is that just an angry? Oh, okay, it's just an angry guy. Will rally quite a few of its peers within proximity, but not always all of them, which is preferable when it comes to trying to remain stealth. Let's investigate and see what that's about. I'm not as dependent on VATS. I mean, I'll use it. Usually what I use it for is either to locate a target or at least to get the first couple of shots on a target, and then I'll deactivate it and start just shooting manually. I get better crits if I shoot manually over VATS. I do have a card that offers some increased damage with VATS, but not as much as getting crits without it. So. Attack dog. Oh, blood eagles. Okay, so where there's an attack dog, there's likely a guard with it. So what do we have here? Looks like we have a military drop box. Yeah, let's take everything out of that. That's cool. Looks like somebody was already here though, since all the bots are down. But let's continue snooping out that dog and see if I can find its owner. See its owner, but let's take the dog out. It'll have good meat on him. And I'm still hidden, so if he did have an owner, he's either already dead or is too far away to be drawn to me. Cool armor though. Look at him. Got this metal armor on him, and he's like maybe a Doberman type. It's a cool looking creature. I'm still curious to see if he has any peers around in the area. Yeah, they might all be dead since somebody, it looked like another player maybe had hit that military crate already and taken out the drones that were guarding it. excuse me, might indicate that they also took out any of this gang here. I'm not seeing anything. I keep checking with bats. I wish I could turn off that sound though, because I do that a lot. You know, to check for targets. Let's see. I do like to use VATS at least, you know, to get my crits with my bow, like that, because it's a little harder to aim with this thing manually. And since we're going to an interior here, I always like to switch to a faster firing weapon and first person, which is pretty standard. I've done that in my other videos with other games as well, Minecraft or otherwise. Whenever I go into an interior, I prefer to switch to first person, just to avoid the camera from snagging on me. Grand Theft Auto is another one I do that with. Oop, I hear something. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Not so good, huh? That's another neat feature, is you can loot all nearby bodies. And being that I took that target out on that platform out there, and I wasn't willing to go to him, I was able to loot him by proximity with this guy. So just a neat little exploit. A generator somewhere around here. I think I've been here before, but I don't recall. So since I tend to travel around maps quite a bit, regardless of whether I have a quest to do so or not, I just like to poke around. I think I hear another baddie. I think I'll switch over to my pistol, preserve some of the ammo, since these are pretty low level critters anyways. So what I'm doing by constantly switching in and out from down the scope to back is I notice that it increases the rapid fire briefly when I do that. Oop, this guy is pretty tough actually. Okay. But yeah, maybe you heard it, but like when I go back and forth from scope to hip fire, it causes the firearm to almost like rapidly double up on its fires. It's like it's kind of a neat little trick that I like to exploit. And being that I'm getting consecutive shots, means that the crit rate increases anyways. So not only am I shooting faster than the gun's technically intended for, but I'm also increasing the damage output with each consecutive hit. So let's see, can I make this cool? There isn't really anything here though. Oh, I should have gone along. Oh, wait. Maybe I can still. Let's see if I can get back to that. Looks like they deliberately made it available there. Okay, cool. Can I? Oh, maybe I can't get to that. I'll try. Oh, yeah, it's not accessible. Ouch. Okay. Tricked me. It looked like it was accessible, but that's alright. Not a big deal. I can heal from that. I have a feeling there's probably some more critters out there. Let's go investigate. So now that I'm outside again, I'm back to third person and back to my bow. But, oh, look at that. another player. He's gonna go take care of him. Help him along though. Cool. There we go. It's a good team effort. Let's switch back to my rifle here. Take everything. And what's kind of neat, even though me and that player are not in the same party or anything, we are still able to loot our own content from the bodies. So, so there's no nobody's impeding on each other's gameplay, so which is preferable. Since I typically like to play solo. I do play with one other person periodically, but I prefer to play alone, and that's true for most of the games I play as well. Even though I do love playing MMO titles, I like that there are other people around for an experience like that. You know, that guy hopping down and we're both engaging the opponents. I like experiences like that, but I don't like to get caught up in having to maintain tempo with somebody else's gameplay. I like to play at my own speed, which is frankly very slow compared to other players. I like to take my time, look around, maintain stealth as much as possible, that sort of thing. I'm just an old, boring player like that. But also I just, and I understand why people, you know, they like the excitement and the hyper gameplay. I get all that. I just, it's not for me, is all. But it is fun to watch. I watch other people, you know, I watch their streams and watch them rush into high levels of combat and chaos, like Fortnite or any other shooter game like that. It's fun to watch. It's just, it's not my speed, that's all. I prefer a slow-paced, relaxing experience. I have quite a few materials on my indicator to search for, and so those tend to be the kind of items that I collect, whether I still need the mats or not, but it gives me to kind of aim for, something to aim for. Some of them I have, some of them I have that I'm searching for because I know that they're materials that actually sell at a merchant after you break down the item for their materials. Most mats don't sell, but I have a few marked that do, so. I don't recall which ones they are at the moment, but look at that. Cool. I have a buddy who's looking for nuclear material, so that's another thing I like to do is with the friend that I do play with on occasion, I will keep an eye out for the stuff they are looking for, so I can, you know, keep that in my storage and then trade it to them later. Anyways, back to the original mission of looking for soot flowers, which are bright blue flowers that are along most roadways. But they could be regional. I don't know if they're not, so they may not be in this area, and if that's true, then I'll just mosey on. Excuse me. I've mentioned in previous videos I have a tendency to clear my throat a lot, and I apologize for that. It's not the greatest sound, and it's due to having a damaged larynx that often
This weather makes everything.
whoa, that will often basically my larynx will go into a uncomfortable position, and when I clear my throat, it like readjusts it. So I won't go into too much detail for why that is, but just to explain, I try to turn my head away from the microphone whenever I do that, but if I happen to not, I apologize. I hope it's not too annoying for you to hear. That's also why I tend to have a beverage nearby frequently as well, although I'm currently out of water, so I will probably have to end stream or take a small break to go address that. Yeah, it's looking like this isn't so much of a ideal location for the soot flowers that I was looking for. I found quite a few of the blackberries, which is cool, because I think there's an alcoholic beverage I can produce with that, and that sells pretty decently. But that's not really what I'm here for right now, so I'm going to go back to my camp. Actually, I'll activate my main camp, and then I'll continue exploring that region, because that tends to be where the soot flowers are placed. At least that seems to be the case. But that might just be because of my own familiarity. Yeah, let's snoop around this area real quick. I haven't found a great use for the rhododendrons yet. Maybe if anybody knows if there's something worth crafting with them, post it in the comments and I'll reconsider. But I'm always I see them around, but I've tried collecting them, but I don't seem to have a recipe for them, so I've quit picking them up. And soot flowers tend to grow in the similar in similar areas that the rhododendrons do. So, see, there's plenty of them. I'd like to make use. Let's see. Could satiate a little bit. There we go. I think I've collected all the flowers in this area at the moment. So we'll travel this way. Maybe pick off a few ghouls and make my way through that little town here. And continue north. Oh. So that, and it immediately said danger, and the music changed. So what was that about? Yeah, I think Mothman's having a good time with me. Is there anything there? Wild, yeah. I think he's picking on me a little bit. Oh well. So long as I don't get attacked by it, I'm alright with that. This place is fun because there's usually a few ghouls meandering about, and you can snipe them out. Ooh, slight delay there. Didn't like that. Dunzo. Ooh, bad shot. I never claimed to be very good at firearms, to be honest with you. Where are you going? Oh, okay. There's one. See if I can get a headshot on you. Nope. We'll see you there. Good night. Where's that previous one? Is that you? Yeah. Nope. Oh, come on. Where are you going? Went out of the zone. I think that was actually a headshot. Let's see if I can get another one. Nice. And maybe one more. Yay. Where's the other one? That one ran away. They went to catch the bus or something. Says danger. Which is an indication that the target knows where I am. Are you sneaking up on me? Is that what you're up to? Let's find out. That's probably what's going on. Unless Mothman is still nearby. There you are. Yeah. So they went out and around to try to close in on me. Which, let's see, I'll take care of you on that one. Come on. What, are you still running away? Come on. This one's being shy. Come on out. Let's finish this off. There you are. And badonk. Good night. I'm not close enough to the other targets, but oh, sorry. We'll go and snoop up on these guys here. Sometimes there's one or two still lurking around, so. But I want to loot these guys before they despawn. Now there's usually a storage container in here with some goodies. No, nothing major this time. And then there's going to be a dude inside. Usually. Where are you? Yeah, usually there's one here in the main store. Yeah, there you are. Oh, did you hear that? How it like rapid just. That's so fun. Was there another one in here? Oh, that might be upstairs. Oh, over encumbered. That's all right. Take care of that in just a moment. I think there's a workstation nearby that I can utilize. Hi. Sorry, chatter. I didn't notice you right away. Still kind of practicing this whole thing. If you're still there, are you a player of Fallout 76 yourself? Oh, let's take out this target here. Badonk. Oh, I didn't get my rapid rounds. That's alright. Got your head though, even though you're still standing there. That's a funny glitch. Over encumbered. I know. Oh. Yeah, that'll do it. Let's see, 96 caps. I'll hang on to that and merch it later. let's break down. See if we can break down one more weapon here. What's that worth? A harpoon gun. I actually haven't used an underwater firearm before. That might be worth hanging on to. What's this shadowed metal piece? Yeah, I'll hang on to those. Merch them later. Now, in here, there's a dude. There's gonna should be 2 dudes in the next room. 1 more, and maybe 2 more in the basement, if I remember. Let's take a look here. Ew. I don't need a pipe pistol. Those aren't worth anything. They're not worth their scraps or their carry weight. So, let's see, yeah, a couple here. I'll go ahead and nade first, just to rally them up and then finish them off. Ooh, you're a little tougher than I expected you to be. There you go. You're glitched out as well now, that's funny. Gold. Now, somehow there's a way to use gold as a form of currency at a vending machine, and I haven't learned how to do that yet. But I've been continuing to gather gold for when I'm ready for it. Ready to study it and learn how it works. Glue is always good because adhesive is relatively rare. Usually. Now that I grow my own crops and I break down the vegetable starch into adhesive, that's not so much the case anymore. But for any beginning player, that's something to look for. Is anything that's an adhesive. It's good for repairing your gear. Armor and firearms. And I think is there one more? No, it was just that one. Sometimes there's stuff inside the washer and dryer, so I always like to check that. Let's break down what I have as much as I can, and then go and merch some of the supplies. I might hang on to that harpoon gun, though. I don't know. I could maybe make use of that later. Alright. Let's see if this will allow me to become unencumbered so I can fast travel. Yeah, at a 320. All right, let's get out of here. I know some of the older firearms, like the cannon for cannonballs, and then the black powder rifle are known for doing quite a bit of damage, but unfortunately, they're very slow to reload. So it might be good for taking out a significant amount of health on a large target, at least to initiate the fight, or splash damage with cannonballs on large groups of ghouls or super mutants. But I've never done that. I usually do splash damage with grenades to initiate the fight and then kind of pick off what's left. But I wonder if like a cannon would be good for
Are just out there waiting.
the dragons that fly around in the game, or the giant bats, or whatever they're called. That'd be kind of interesting to find out. Yeah, I mean, 181, although that's less damage than your typical grenades. So I don't know. Floater freezer grenade. It's less than 200. Or my frags are. They're usually around 200 damage. I'm gonna hang on to the harpoon gun and see what that's all about. I don't, come to think of it though, I don't ever recall having to fight underwater in this title. I remember that happening a lot in 4, but I never had the means to defend myself, so I would just run. I don't know if they had harpoon guns in Fallout 4 or not. Let's see here. Get our ways. See if there's something I can cook and sell here.
Hey, Samuel.
Hey, I'm writing some lyrics for a song. Listen to this. She's long, she's tall, she's
Pardon me.
grace, she's got wings. Oh, 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 she's a queen.
I don't actually have the time to
Some corn
stop
soup.
and really listen right now.
Stuff.
Besides, you should ask Jen or something.
Boiled water, good, good.
Yeah, man. That makes sense. Alright, take it easy.
Blackberry juice. I think I have a recipe for the blackberries to make an alcoholic beverage. So, I don't know where that is, but I'll assume that's the case, and I'll hang on to those for now.
Foundation is how
I think I need
Stop messing around.
more boiled water though. Always using that stuff. There's a lot of recipes that require that and wood. That's how I ran out of wood recently. Alright. It's always good to see spoiled food, because I'm constantly making fertilizer, so actually I have a ton of that right now. See if I can make some of that fertilizer. Yeah, look at that. Fertilizer tends to be a little tough to come by, so I'm always happy to have more. Do it? Scrap everything yet? I don't think I did. Oh, I did. Alright. Oh yeah, I was gonna check out that chess piece, see what that's about too. Okay. Let's do that real quick. So what's my current chess piece? It is 60 resistance and 40 resistance at a level 50. What is this guy? Level 50 at 17 and 10. Radiation 10 though. And I think it has, +5 stealth. Okay, which I think I have stealth field every 30 seconds. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and merge that armor piece. It's not a bad piece though. just
Gotta talk to Paige.
don't
about
really
this
need it.
stuff.
I already I have this like stealth effect when I go into stealth, so.
We all know who your
And I have like 3 stealth
is.
cards.
You don't
So I've got
have
plenty
to
of
say
that. Oh, I need. Pardon me. I need more.
Maybe I
water
could
here.
scrounge together stuff to build Davy a pop gun to practice with.
I think I'll travel back to my camp and deal with that. Crying out loud. Lock onto the place. There you go. I may have to step away to get myself some water here. I'm not used to talking this much in the first place, especially to myself. And all this time, and I still haven't found a sufficient amount of soot flowers like I had originally intended. But that's kind of the nature of games like this. You're set on one specific task or quest, and you find yourself falling off the rails quite a few times. But it's fun. It's fun for the adventure or whatever. Okay, I'm getting quite a bit of lag. That's a problem. Are you going to catch up, or? Alright, so some Rad-X to reduce contamination. Get a bunch of water. It's probably good. There we go. Yeah, no more lag. Oh, wait. Did I hear something? That might be why there's lag. Maybe there's a baddie nearby. No? Could have sworn I heard something. Now, one of the cards that I have also replenishes my health automatically over time just by being at my camp. So being that I have some radiation here, I can take a rat away, get rid of that, and then I don't even have to eat anything to replenish health, and it should do it automatically. Assuming I still have the card active. I have swapped out cards in my deck a few times, but let's see what happens here. I think it is replenishing. Make some boiled water. It's always good to have plenty of boiled water. Again, there's a lot of recipes that use it. And make some more corn. And firecracker. Okay. Wonder what does that stuff do? Firecracker. Not much. Oh, crit damage increase. Okay, that's kind of cool. I already have a lot of crit damage increase, but now this camp gets attacked a lot by either super mutants or ghouls, but that's fine because then it just becomes something I can loot. And my turrets often will take out targets for me as well when they get close enough. The drawback, however, is that being that this place gets attacked a lot because it's in between like 3 spawn locations, is that it receives a lot of damage, so I have to spend some resources fixing stuff. You can see like this fence is already gotten shot at quite a bit, so. That's alright. Small price to pay for goodies. Because that's the bonus is that being that there are frequent attacks here, I'm constantly looting for more stuff. So. All right, I'm gonna stash that harpoon gun. Play with that sometime later. I think I'll, since I'm looking for those those precious soot flowers anyways, I'll head out this way and head to the shop that's out there to merch while collecting flowers along the way. There you go, buddy. Take a break. So the healing salve is something I've been using as a substitute for stims lately, which is why I'm hunting for these soot flowers, these guys here, and the blood leaves, which are along river routes. So. Oop, lag. Hey guys, how you doing? Any more of ya? No? Alright, cool, cool. Okay, so I've already looted that. And I think what I'll do is I'll stick to the road for a bit. Usually I just cut right across this area to get to that store, but technically the store's not my primary objective, so I'll stick to the road in case I see any of the flowers along the way, and maybe we'll find some interesting stuff as well. So again, I need to learn about the rhododendrons because they're everywhere, and I'd like to make use of them. Oh yeah, I think I made something out of these fire caps. I kind of wish it was a mechanic where you could like blow up the vehicles and then collect scraps off of them, because it is fun. It's fun to pop them, you know, because they make a small mushroom cloud. And let's see, are you a baddie? What's your story? Oh no, you're not a baddie. Okay, cool. They're fun to blow up, but it's a waste of resources if you don't get anything out of it. And you would think there would be a lot of, you know, loose screws and metals and all kinds of neat stuff you could collect off of a disassembled vehicle. So. Sometimes there are boards with nails in these vehicles, so I always try to keep an eye out for that. I have a card that gives me a bonus for finding... Oops, something's out there, so I'm going to turn my light off. But for finding food and caps and medicines inside storage containers. So that's when you hear that little jingle. It means that the bonus activated. And those things can sell for a decent amount of caps, so I'm always keeping an eye out for that. Oh, maybe that was... No? No, there's definitely a baddie around here somewhere, or something. Oh, no. Okay, it's just a settler. Alright. Getting nervous for no reason. And there's a food bonus on that one. Yeah. Oh, ow. What is that? Oh, ticks. Yeah, they're gross. Let me switch to my pistol, though. Ow, knock it off. Ticks, unfortunately, will give you diseases. But I think, if I remember correctly, I think their glands are useful. I'll double check that. Ooh, look at that. It's full of blood. That's gross. Yuck. I'm gonna make sure I don't have any diseases now. Let me see. Well fed, hydrated, no. And I think it would have told me, but no. But I think there is it. Oh, the blood sac. What does that do? Yeah. Oh, okay. You can break the blood sac down and create an antiseptic, which is like a medicine. Now, what's this? Ew, increased. Oh, it's for HP. Yeah, no, thank you. I don't want that. Although it says I'm searching for it. Why is that? Well, I'll take it. Maybe it's something I can break down. That's why I'm searching for it. Yeah, I believe I can make medicine out of their stuff. The idea of a giant tick. I mean, ticks are gross already, but a giant one, no thanks. And it got all fat when he got some blood off of me. Yuck. Let's see, the sack. Yeah, let's break that down. Where was the other part of that bug, though? Was it a food? Huh. Not a junk? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have collected it after all. Was there something that was locked? No. I thought I saw an indicator to unlock something there for a second. That was weird. Let's go. Ew. Yeah, I don't want cigarettes. Let's go check on the roof. Wish I could fix up that motorcycle and go for a spin. My stomach just growled. I don't know if the microphone picked that up, but it was pretty loud. And I just ate not too long ago, actually. So I don't feel hungry. Maybe it's because I need more water. I think when I get to that store, I might take care of that. Alright. Let's continue. Now, along this river, although I did hit it fairly recently, along this river you can find quite a bit of the blood leaves that I was talking about in order to make more healing salve. So I'll follow along this a little bit. And wouldn't surprise me if some of the soot flowers are along this route as well. So, and it'll lead right to the store. Oop. Every once in a while, this camp will be populated with bad guys. Every once in a while. So, try to remember that. Switch. I like that the tents are considered a lootable item, like a container. That's kind of cool. Is there any food? No. I'd like I'd like fishing to be a mechanic in this game at some point. I've wasted a lot of time fishing in games, especially if there's decent recipes for them for cooking, or even breaking down some of the material to make jewelry or armor. I always have a good time doing that. Hey, there we go. Look at soot. There's another one. I think we're in the good zone for the flowers now. Let's hit the shop real quick and unload. Hey, even the cows have flowers on them. Thank you, guys. Hope you don't mind.
They issue you one of those camp things?
Oh, they even have a...
Vault-Tec's got some nifty.
Look at that. Bam. Let's see, is there any corn in here? Wow. Yeah, I hit the jackpot. We're rolling in flowers now, boys. Not to be ironic. Alright, let's unload here. Now what I used to do is, and I'll still do it every once in a while. I'm not going to do it right now. But I would run through the entire store picking up all the loose items and then merch them right back to her and make some caps, but I don't need to do that right now. Make sure I didn't pick up something else. Yeah, get rid of some of this excess food I don't need. Not the raw food though, because I want that either I'll make soup out of it if I need it, or to spoil, so I can make spoil to make fertilizer. I was going to say soil. It's not soil. Thought I was going to be clever and make a rhyme, but it's not called that, so I'm not clever. So we got 20. I wanted to get 30, I think I had said. Yeah, let's get rid of that tick. That's gross. I don't want that anymore. Just out of principle. I tend not to use some of the buff medicines just to potentially avoid getting addicted to it. And I haven't found that I need it in order to battle against bosses or anything like that. Although that's mainly because I tend to run away from fights like that, or sneak around them in order to accomplish the objective, if necessary. Unless I absolutely have to fight them, in which case I'll use up all my grenades and then try to finish them off with a high-powered firearm. And sometimes I'll equip my power suit for those kind of fights as well. I don't do that too often, only because I don't like when my power suit gets damaged, because it's very expensive to repair them, expensive in resources. So I try to avoid that. If the game will let me. Alright, need roughly 10 more of the safflowers. Yeah, let's break that down. I don't need that. And then stash the junk and stash those flowers. Spoil. Yeah, there we go. That's why I always like carrying, excuse me, carrying some kind of fruit or vegetable or meat on me, if I'm not eating it, just to let it spoil, and then I can turn it into fertilizer later. And then I use that to either make grenades, uses fertilizer, or to replant more plants to produce more fertilizer. But that's mainly because I tend to go through grenades. You know, I always try to carry at least 10 on me, But because my character is pretty weak and can't take hits very well, because I don't wear heavy armor, I use a lot of grenades to try to knock opponents' health down as much as possible before picking them off. If they're big, or if there's multiple targets in one location. Nice. Lots of gold. Again, I'm trying to collect as much gold to research for that alternative currency in the vendor. At least, if that's how it works. I don't even know if that's how that works, but that's the whole point. Just in case. I'll have it when I need it. Getting a lot of lag, and I think it might be because there's a player camp just off to the side there, and it looked very big. It looked like it was multiple stories high with a lot of turrets and such on it. So as soon as I saw it in the side of the screen, I immediately tried to look away and get away from it because I was expecting lag to take place. So. Come on, get the flower. There we go. Go ahead and continue getting those while I am finding them. Nice. Got more of the flowers I need.
Clean up this, fix that. Never seems to end.
Give me the pencil. You're gonna force me to take the burnt book in order to get the pencil? Okay. That's cool. Moles can be nasty little critters when they pop up out of the ground. Oh. Hey, buddy. And then, for small critters like that, I will use VADS just to kind of get it over with. For standard targets like ghouls and super mutants, I tend not to use VATS. At least not for the whole fight. Gold. I saw the gold. Yep. There we go. Ooh, is that a tick?
Hard work.
Or is it? Oh, no, or it was just a roach. Oh, okay. Wonder why it didn't activate. I wasn't even in stealth. I think there's a couple of those orange containers, and those things tend to have pretty useful stuff in them. So same with these guys. Yeah, medicine. So whenever I see those like red toolboxes or whatever, I tend to double check just to make sure, because they often have
Foundation might be coming along,
useful stuff in them. Mirrors often have medicine of some kind, so those are good. Of course, first aid kits, those are good.
I'm sore all over.
Sorry to hear
Building
that.
this place up is hard work.
Yeah, well, you're doing a great job. The place looks spotless. Good job, man. Sometimes those giant crab
Sunny
people
makes it
will spawn
good,
from
baby.
the pool here. So I always want to keep an eye out for them, because they can hit pretty hard. So. Yay, food bonus. Always like to check these for Nuka-Cola. Nuka-Cola is good as a healing item as well. So I usually try to keep about 10 of those on me as well. I'm not right now, only because I have like three types of healing items. So I've just been stashing them in my loot in the meantime for when I need them. Sometimes roaches will spawn here. Doesn't look like there are any at the moment, but I'm always keeping an eye out. Yay! And then these, I can make a soup out of them. Soot flowers. Yeah, see, this is definitely... Excuse me. This is definitely the region for those soot flowers, so glad I came back over here. I wasn't finding any of them over on the east side of the map. I thought that was a mole. It was just a cow. Yay, frag grenades. Always keeping an eye out for alcoholic beverages because they sell for a decent number of caps for very little carry weight. But I don't bother with the empty bottles because it breaks down for glass, and I haven't found a viable use for glass yet. So. Chlorine. Sounds like there's a fight taking place over here. Oh, I bet it's that. I bet it's that robot factory that's over there. There's often an event taking place where you have to destroy the robots and deactivate their mainframe or whatever. Decent medicine laying around here, and there's a merchant, so I can offload a little bit while I'm here. Medicine. So let's go ahead and merge with this guy. I think I can cook the meat that I have just right over here. I think there's stations for that. Hey, flowers, alright. Somebody's going nuts with a grenade launcher over there, it sounds like. up some of this extra stuff to merge, since I'm going to be heading back over there anyways. Ew, I don't care about that. Recipes are always good, but I already know them, so... Well, actually, I could trade them to my buddy here, so I'll go ahead and pick those up. Yeah, that's enough. That's enough. Awesome possum bacon. Hang on to the duct tape. Since that'll break down to adhesive, and I find that to be pretty useful. Oh. It's not useful. Lame. Keep the flowers. There we go. Now, I thought there was a way to get to my stash, but it doesn't look like it. That's not what that is. That's for the overseer for the quest out here. Lots of medicine laying around. I like that. Good stuff. So we'll head back to head back to where the stash is. And being that I'm close, I think I'll go ahead and just port. Yeah. It's worth the 3 caps. Although, having thought about it, there are 2 military containers that I would have ran past, and a flock of dogs, which would have produced meat that I could cook and sell. That's alright. It's fine. I'm only slightly disappointed that I did that. See, now that we got plenty of the flowers that I was looking for, so I'm stocked up there. I don't know if they spoil though. That's something we'll have to find out, because I was hoping to not have to make. Actually, you know what? Just in case, it's probably best that I go ahead and make the salve, just to avoid the opportunity that it spoils. Not that it would be the end of the world, except that it's counterintuitive to why I even collected the stuff in the first place. So. because that would be a bummer if I came back and all of those flowers that I had collected had turned into like a spoiled vegetable or whatever. I mean, I could still use it to make fertilizer, but I already have plenty of that. So, and the whole point was to create healing salve. Oh, and I didn't need to come here because it's not a. I don't use the chemical bench or chemistry, whatever. I cook it. That's alright, whatever. Why does it only say one? Oh, what? Hold on. Oh, see, it says 1 blood leaf and I had 30, so I think my prediction already took place. I think it spoiled. Wow, okay, well, live and learn. That's a bummer. And there's no way to turn back time in this game. Yeah. That's alright. That's alright. Not that it's like I wasn't needing more of the salve right now, but now I know. Let's see. Yeah. Wow. That must have been why I had like a huge stack of spoiled vegetables not too long ago and turned it into 6 stacks of fertilizer. What I'll do as an alternative then, because I can't go back and collect more of those along that river route. Actually, well, I'll check and see if maybe there's some bloodleaf along this river. Because it takes time for it to respawn. So, if I go back there now, it's very likely that those bloodleafs aren't respawned yet. But this way I can find out if they're along this river, so then I don't have to head all the way over there again. Hey, somebody's building's right here. It's a neat place for it. That's interesting. Right above the river. Nifty. It's a good use of multiple elevations as well. That's difficult to do. It's actually I'm particularly curious to snoop around this place.
So much junk, so little time.
Car gate. Oh, look at that. That's weird. Oh, but now I can't open it again? I just shut myself out. Oh, there we go. That's neat. They have like a glass greenhouse up there.
Scavenging is its own reward. Sometimes a wet and dirty one.
It's funny, little disco area. Oh. Let's see, look at the shop there. That's cool. Popcorn. I'll go ahead and take some of that. Oh, and that's this guy's bar. Okay.
There must be more junk around here.
This is fun. Wow. Oh, and then back to the main gate. Okay. Oh, so this would have been the actual way to enter. Yeah, it's a neat little home that somebody made here. Sit flower. Neat. Alright, so back to what I wanted to do. I wanted to see if there would be bloodleafs along this particular river. Oh, come on. There you go. I have a hunch that there won't be, but I don't know. I haven't checked before, so. One moment. All right. Ooh, I hear a critter. Come back. Splat. That wasn't even called for, but it was fun to do. Ouch. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. There wasn't any up through the town, but looks like, yeah, all right. So a little bit of travel, but not that big of a deal. And then I got some more. Heading south along the river. Okay, cool. Sorry, dude. You're along my route. Oh, there's a few of them here. Great. Oh, wow. Come on, sweetheart. That's great. Lag right in the middle of combat. That's always helpful. That's right. You stay stunned for a moment there. Oh, you butthead. Quit with that shit. Oh, you want to do that? Let's do that. Let's box. Yeah, that felt good, didn't it? Want to box? I think there was one more up ahead. Let's make sure that that's true. Yeah. So what I'll do... You didn't want to join the fight with your buddies? Coward. Oh, come on. Count those hits. There you go. Where'd you go? This guy's kind of weak. Oh well. Back to my flower collecting. Thanks, boys. It was fun. Give me your shit. I'll take it all. I want it all. That was the most excitement that I've had in the last 15 minutes. Actually, I'm not a huge fan of combat, but sometimes it's gotta be done. And I'm finding a ton of these flowers. The next trick is to get back to my camp before the soot flowers rot, though. So, actually, I think I'll do that, just in case. I'd hate to collect a bunch of the the blood leaves and then go back and have the soots spoil. And then, because then I'm caught in this endless cycle of the two continuing to spoil back and forth, and I never get to make the salve that I need. But it was good to find that those plants were along that river there. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. And the soot flowers hadn't spoiled, so that's good. Used up all the blood leaves that I had. Good, 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 good. And so let's go stash that. I only need 10 of those on me at any time, and then I'll just stash the rest. And those super mutants provided me with a lot of stim packs, it looks like. I think that's where I got this. So yeah, I want to put 14 away. Look at that. Sweet. How many do I have? Almost 30? I like it. Cool. That was a good run. Once I figured out how to keep up. And then, if the rest of the soot flowers, if they happen to spoil, that's fine. Because then I can make fertilizer out of it. I think, real quick, I'm just going to head off and get some water here. So while I do that, I'll let her take a nap. I'll be right back. I'll be back. Actually, I should have that as a as like a screen. I'll be back. There we go. Okay. I'll be back shortly.
quick.
second screen option on this thing. So I'm not constantly showing my OBS layout. I mean, not that it's that big of a deal, but it's less professional. But unfortunately, when I do that, excuse me. When I do that, I've noticed that it lowers the video quality. Having a second display hooked up. So I try to avoid that if I can. Oop. Is there another player around here? Hey, come on.
Commencing attack on hostile target. Your cooperation is requested. All clear.
So now that I got the healing salve and all that figured out, for now, I figured I might just go exploring for some goodies. Whoa, what's going on here? And they're about to drop a military crate, or whatever it's called. I might go check on that in a little bit, but right now I just want to poke around here and find some scrap. Yeah, somebody's already poking around here. Yeah. I was hoping to see if there was a fusion cell in there or whatever. But if there was one, I'm guessing that the other player that's already venturing in here probably grabbed it. I wonder if they're doing the crate drop on the roof or something. That'd be kind of cool. I think I'll go ahead and work myself up to the roof to find out, see what's going down. Did I see a Coca-Cola? Yeah, alright. Who's happy to find those lying around? That's neat. Come on, lag. Too much activity. lands I haven't found yet. Cool. Oh wait, was that another one? Okay. Hey. I was indicating that something was seeing me there for a second. So what's going on up here? Goodbye. I thought there might be another player around though. It's just a bunch of NPCs fighting each other. I wonder where they intend to drop that crate though. Or am I supposed to be shooting it down? So I kind of don't want to do that. I don't think I want to pick a fight with some vertibirds in order to get a crate full of useless guns or whatever. It's not very strategic. Oh. Come on now. There we go. I think I'll go down to the labs here. Excuse me. I got the water I needed, but now I keep getting the hiccups and the burps. Gimme. Will you get out of my way, please? Let's see, soda. Is there any soda here? Yeah, look at that. Boom, 4. That's rare. Wait, I didn't mean to pick up that empty bottle though. I don't want that. I don't need glass. Poop. Maybe I didn't pick one up. It just sounded like I did. Now what I like to do here is try to see if there's a power armor parked at the station. And if there is, I'll try to see if I can get a fusion core out of it. Or perhaps some upgraded armor. I have 2 power armors. One's for utility, like mining and carry weight, carry capacity, if I get over encumbered. The other's for combat. Show you the one. So this one is for utility. I'm sure you folks have are familiar with the game. I've seen this model. You have to do that quest to build it and then register it. It's very cool. It's my favorite one. So there's that guy. And then I have this guy that is got pieces for combat mostly. It's not very pretty looking, but the pieces are pretty decent. And unfortunately, I can't use a paint job on it because each piece is slightly different from one another. There's 5.1, there's 4.5, there's all kinds of stuff on this. So, but I'm always looking out for more pieces that might be more powerful, just in case. Even though I hardly ever use it. And where that is up here. Yay. Nuka-Cola. There are a lot of really cool resources in this lab, but it's also very dangerous. There's one of those attactrons or whatever they're called with the laser face, and they will mess you up if you're not careful. Yay, nuke. So, gotta be careful about that. And it's usually in this back area here where there's a lot of like stuff growing in. The attactron's usually wandering around there, or here we go. Or one of the I don't know what they're called, but the robots that have like tank treads on them is also meandering around back there, and they're both very, very strong. So these guys are not as strong, so I can usually pick them off pretty easily, but I prefer to avoid them if I can, because I don't like spending resources unnecessarily if I don't have to. Yeah, out there's usually some baddies that will dish out a pretty decent amount of damage. In here, there's usually a couple of zombies though, so I'll just clear them out. Although they're not pushovers or anything like that. They can pack a wallop if I'm not careful. Oh, is there maybe one more around here? No, to my right here. Yeah, so this is usually where, well, not usually, but occasionally a power armor is spawned, but there's not right at the moment. So, but that's just part of the the adventure or whatever. I still like to double check to make sure. I think there's some rare plants that spawn in here every once in a while as well. I can't recall what they're meant for, or like what you can craft them or anything. Yeah, see, there's the tank I was yakking about. At least that's what I'm calling it, the big robot with the treads on it. Yeah, see, and he detects pretty quickly, so I try not to play with them too often. And then there's also, is it an Assaultron? The one with the laser face. There's one wandering around here too. I actually haven't ventured too far in that area though, only because I'm intimidated and don't want to pick a fight unnecessarily. So, and I've never gotten, oh wait, there she is. That's what I'm yakking about, the Assaultron. I've never had a mission that required me to go into this place to poke around. I usually just stick to this particular wing of the facility. But at some point, I do intend to venture a little further. I just I need a reason to do so. I mean, I guess exploring would be the reason, but I don't know. I've had to deal with that Assaultron before, and it's laid me out flat. So I think a zombie will wake up here in a moment. Yeah, I hear it. There he is. Yeah. Good night. Did you a favor? Just wanted to break some of that down. Where's my, yeah, I'm getting pretty close. I got about 40 pounds left of carry weight, which isn't much. So, I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, this is where I've been. I'm relatively familiar with this part of the lab, so I know a few of those storage containers will activate robots, and there's a couple spots where zombies will wake up. I think this is another one. Oh, maybe not. Oh, these are some of the plants I was talking about, but I don't recall what you craft from them, but whatever, I'll grab them for now. Unfortunately, what will happen sometimes is a zombie will activate and it will aggro the assaultron, but because the zombie is in this area, ooh, what are you? Oh, I don't care about you. Because oh, there we go. Now the zombies, yeah. Because the zombies in this area, the assaultron will come to deal with it, and then it locks onto you. So you have to be careful about that. Good night. Where's the other one? I heard one more. There you are. There you are. Pardon me. I live in the Pacific Northwest, and there's Canadian forest fires going on, and it's really kicking up my my allergies. So I mean, my throat, my larynx gets screwed up anyways. But then on top of that, with all the ash in the air, like it smells like burning wood right now. With all that in the air, it's really irritating my throat and my nose and my eye. So I'm kind of struggling, but you know what are you gonna do, right? I bet these laser guns would be pretty good on robots, but I don't use energy weapons at all. I have a couple of cards that'll give me a bonus for doing so, but I haven't bothered. Once I find the set of weapons that I like, that seem to work for my profile, I just kind of stick with them. I'll keep either upgrading the ones that I have or crafting new ones that are very similar. Let's take this robot out. But yeah, otherwise I don't change it up too much. Which might not be a great idea. Maybe I should explore other firearms a little bit more, but I just, I don't know, I haven't found that I'm struggling to not do so. I guess if that were the case, if I met an opponent that was I was unable to take down at all with the selection of firearms that I'm using, then I would reconsider, but I just haven't found that that's been the case. So. Wait a minute, I thought I just saw ammo here. What was that? Tickus. Oh, interesting. Yeah, there's a ammo container inside the drawer. That's cool. Uh-oh. Hey, what's up, buddy? How you doing? You want to dance? You think you're tough, huh? Yeah, take a nap. Take a nap. There you go. He actually did kind of mess me up a little bit, but let's not let him know that. So get rid of that, and then the healing salve, good as new. Look at that. It's as if he never did anything at all. Wimp. Wasn't even slightly phased. Maybe I was a little bit phased, but ooh, I hear you, zomboys. I hear you. What's up? Want to dance? I think I'll punch them for a while. See how that does. Suck a nade. Oh, you didn't like that? How do you like that though? Yeah, buddy. MMA fighter over here. Ronda Rousey. Oh. Is that all? Alright. I think my character kind of looks like Ronda Rousey, actually. Although, she's like, my character's like 5'5", and Ronda Rousey's like, what, 6 something? She's a big girl. I really liked her in as a bodyguard or whatever in Fast and Furious. That was really fun. She gets a bad rap, I guess because she's like a sellout or whatever. Not that celebrities of all kinds aren't sellouts, quote unquote, whatever the hell that means. They're in the business of selling themselves for profits, so I don't, whatever. But I thought that was a fun seeing her. And I can't think of the actress's name, but the tough girl from the Fast and Furious. Family. That fight scene's really fun. So. See, now that I brought up that I haven't ventured into this area, I'm intriguing myself to maybe poke around a little bit. Oh shit. Something sees me, smells me, hears me. What is it? A Saltron. Yeah. See, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm not as brave as I was attempting to pose there for just a second. Maybe I'm as big of a coward as that super mutant who wouldn't come out of the river to fight me. I'll just try to find another route instead. Oop, do I hear a zomboy? I think I heard a zomboy. Where are you? No? Let's take out a robot. No? No robot? Oh, there you go. Bash you. Oh, that didn't do squat. Alright, well. I found out. I'm starting to run. Well, I'm not out of ammo, but a little, a little less than I prefer with this firearm. So. How am I doing on weight? Ooh, I'm getting close. I'm getting close. I might use that as my excuse for getting out of here. Oh, bruh. Why did I do that? I picked a fight with an assaultron. That's dude, get away. I don't care about you. Get away, bug. I don't want to pick a fight with an assaultron because I don't feel like
sensor read. Weapons cold.
I don't feel like being deleted. So I think only because my my carry weight is starting to get over encumbered. I think I'll leave. Only for that reason though, not for any other reason. So it's not because I'm afraid of the assaultron. I just, I don't have it in me to have to carry its fat head and over encumbered myself, even though I have power armor that'll allow me to carry another 100 pounds of weight. But that's beside the point. It's not even remotely the reason for why I'm leaving the facility right now. And I challenge anyone who might post otherwise. So. Hey. Alright, and why is my firearm stuck? It won't aim. That was weird. Being that my camp is pretty much right by here, I think I'll just track. Hey, what's that? Oh, supply drop. That might be worth checking out. Maybe. Since it's right by my home, I almost feel obligated. Sometimes there are dogs out here. Where is my home? There we go. Yeah, I always want to keep an eye out for those dogs. Not that they're, they deal that much damage. But they carry diseases. And I don't, I'm a hypochondriac. I don't like getting diseases. Even virtually or whatever. Okay, I'm at my home. Why am I here? Oh, carry weight. Yeah. Wait a minute. Stuff broken? Seems like stuff is broken. Let's find out. No, I guess not. I thought there was more stuff in that building. And it was gone. Wait, why? Why is my carry weight so over encumbered? Look at all that soda pop. Hey, popcorn. I actually don't like popcorn in real life because it smells like urine to me. There's something about the salt and the butter. If unless you eat it plain, I don't mind it plain too much, but I used to live with a roommate who would make the microwaved popcorn and stuff, and it would make me gag to smell it because it made me think of piss, like stale old piss. Like a dog had pissed on the floor and it was sitting out in the warm sunlight and got musty in the carpet. It was gross. Alright. Let's go merch. Oh, wait. No. Let's check out that military crate or whatever. The drop. While I'm here, before I go merge, because it might have stuff for me to merge, you know. Oh, somebody picking fights already. Shut up.
Not of us.
I said, be quiet. Knock it off. Don't touch me. Are starting to get a little. Your head popped off. Perhaps I should be in stealth since that is my profile. Yay, food bonus. Hey, look at that, 20 Nuka-Colas. I earned a thing. What did I earn? I earned a sign? Alright. And a legendary script? I don't know what that means, but I'll take it. Yay. Toys. Alright. Let's go check this crate. I bet it's full of poop. Hey, why are you running away? Stay still. Ooh, that was a dome shot right there. And shot you in the inner thigh, which was a major artery. You are dead. You are bleeding out. He's laying on the ground like, oh my god. You got me in my major artery. Yeah, well. Oh, is your buddy coming up? Well, I'm busy. I'm taking a shot. Wait, did he disappear? I think he disappeared. That was weird. Okay, whatever. You shot me in my thigh, and I feel a little woozy. Now look at the crate. Good job, Bethesda or ZeniMax or whoever. Good placement. Nice. I thought the usage of magic was reserved only for Elder Scrolls, but that's cool. Maybe it's like an anti-gravity technology, like the hoverboards in Back to the Future. That's what it is. I mean, it's not above water, so it's working. Because hoverboards don't work on water unless you've got power. Alright, where'd the body go? There you are. Alright. Cool. Gimme. Alright, now I'll go merge. Now that I got all that out of the way. With the hoverboard. The hoverboard crate. That was cool. bathrobe keeps opening up, making me look like a saucy old man. I don't like that. Saucy. That's not what I'm going for. I'm just trying to keep comfortable.
Foundation and those bums up at the crater just don't get along. They want to take everything we've worked for.
I like those guys at the crater. I'm cool with those guys. Actually, I could probably be merching. Wait, what happened here? Oh no. Did somebody murder a scavenger? No. That sounds like combat music. Is there something upset with me right now? No. Huh. Come to think of it, I might go visit those guys at the crater. Because they are good boys out there. Sweet boys. What is this? That's a flower. Warlock meat. With an increase of disease? Yeah, no thanks. Let's see if I can cook something.
Sandwiches.
Sorry, I got the hiccup burps.
Grinders and hoagies are
I don't mean to.
at Sunny. They are all ravioli.
Actually, I could probably eat that right now. Boiled water. Oh, I need more of it. Okay. Let's,
I wonder if Sonny has any ice
No.
cream now that he has
Why?
a refrigerator.
let's get, let's get some more, water. Very slowly. Yeah, so, if any of you play Fallout 76, what's your favorite part? For me, I think it's using the water pump. I think this is my favorite part of the game. I did say that I like a slow pace, calming experience. And this is about as slow pace and calm as it gets. So this is my favorite point of the game right here. So soothing. My favorite part is how slow it is despite my rapid tapping on the controller. I don't know if you can hear that, but sweet. Yay, that was fun. That's what you call therapeutic or something.
What's that, John?
Alright. Now let's make some boiled water because it's very useful. And you use it for many recipes. I only got 13. But it was the greatest 13 boiled water I've ever had. Cool. Alright. Now let's get on with the merching here. Nope, don't aim at the robot. You knock that off.
We can get
Behave.
the block big enough, we can add chicken to the mix.
I don't use energy weapons.
How's it going?
Cryogenic grenades are weak. Molotovs are out of control. Revolvers are pointless. Look at that, like 36 damage. Like I think like a baseball bat does more damage. Wow, it's cute. Food and drink. Gourd, fungus soup. Oh, that's the gourd. Actually, can I eat that? I should eat that. Let's eat some. Nice. Corn soup. Alright. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Fully satiated. I'm a pro. I'm really good at this game. Let's get rid of these medicines I don't use. And the fungus. I don't know what that flower does.
Sandwiches, subs, grinders, and hoagies are the same.
And
Sunny.
what else
There
do I have?
is only
Corn syrup.
one
Soup.
Sunny.
Syrup. Corn
All
syrup. No, it's soup.
others, Sunnies are
I'm not buzzed.
imposters.
I only need 10, so I'll sell half of those. Yeah. How about junk? Yeah, I want to scrap this. Yeah, I want. Oh, hey. Oh, I'll keep this.
You
screws.
need this upgrade. Your hardware is not compatible, but
I hope we
you
can set up more
need
settlements like
it.
Foundation.
Yeah.
I've got friends out there that didn't want to come with me.
Why did you whisper that
What
in
have you
my
been up
ear?
to?
Well, what do you care? I don't know you. Come whispering up in my ear and I'm busy merching? What the hell's wrong with you? Weirdo.
Shop
Mind your
at
business.
Sunny's. We have what you need.
Alright. Let's put some of this stuff away. What do I got? The cola. And let's put away this medicine. You see? It's a good thing I crafted more of that healing salve because now I need to replenish 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I had to count 3 on my fingers. Yeah. Shut up. And 1 rat away. There we go. Sweet. Where's my... Cool. Wait. Spoiled food, that's good. Let's go craft that into fertilizer. Dang, sorry. Wow, that was a big one. Hey. There we go. Anything else to craft? No. Good there. Oh, I should make some more .45 ammo, right? Yeah, just a little bit more. I think I need to repair that thing too. Five. Let's make like 100 more. Cool. How am I doing on grenades? Oh, I'm pretty low. Okay. Let's grab a few of those. Grenades. Is that all of them? All but one. Maybe I should make a few more of those. Frag grenades. How do I make those? Let's find out. Let's find out together, gang. Saucer. Alright, and grenades. Frag. What does it require? Wow, these require a lot of stuff. Alright. Let's make 5. And I'll store the difference. I should see if there's a card that'll like double the amount of throwables that you craft. Actually, so I'm gonna make 4 more. I'm gonna make 4 more. That way I have 10 on me and 10 in storage. That seems tactical or whatever. And by using some of the resources, it'll give me a reason to look for those resources. You see? Pro gamer. So 10 and 10. Okay, cool. Hanging on to the plasma grenades because because I have a buddy that uses those, and I'm gonna give them to him because I'm awesome or whatever. All right, now what? How's my storage? Pretty good. I think I keep running out of boiled water, don't I? That's like a problem. Now I believe like an hour ago or whatever, I found a river along the road here. So let's go find that again. Does that heal my health? No? What the heck? That does though. Okay. Let's go find that river. Where was that river? I don't know. I think at one point when I was running around this area, I was like, I should take note of that. As if I was like a skilled gamer. Hey, there it is. Alright. So, what I'll do, this is awesome. I'll use Rad-X to defend against the contamination, and then click like crazy. Look at the rads go up, +5. That's crazy, right? Woo! I bet there's a better way to defend against that. I think I even have like an anti-rads suit. Whatever. And then I will use Radaway. And then I will drink purified water. And then I will head back to town. Look at my stats. Good as new. Satiated with both hunger and thirst. And I don't have rads and I have full health. I am awesome. Yeah, I'm doing a good job.
Lovely weather, isn't it?
That's alright. I'm more of a rain guy. So, clear skies actually bum me out.
I wonder
Sorry,
if
bro.
Sonny has any ice cream now that he has a fridge.
No.
Sonny's provides meager
Alright, now let's
sustenance
make
for
some
a
boiled
meager
water.
price.
Jen's got style that I can respect.
Cool. And no, I don't want to make those. No, I'll save this. So, no, that's fine.
Style.
Maybe, actually, maybe I should store the boiled water now that I've made it. I'll just have to remember to get in the rhythm of collecting it before I start cooking. make that part of my routine. We'll see. Kind of short on purified water, so let's go back to my camp. So that's the thing about this game, is like you're always constantly you're chasing that. Is it a carrot on the stick? Why is it a carrot on the stick? But yeah, I'm always chasing that desire on a stick. Yeah. It's either I'm chasing after blood leaves or soot flowers or whatever. It's fun. Hamster on the wheel, man. I mean, I'm all for it. Whatever. I don't care. It's fun. Okay. What else should I do?
What a day it's been.
Hey.
But I finally
Get
found
out of my way.
Congratulations!
Get out of my way.
Today is your
I do
lucky
need
day. You won the Great Appalachian Sweepstakes.
ballistic fibers for my armor. And to get that, I need to find military bags. And to get that, I need to go to that military training place. But I don't know where that is right away. Where is that? Ah! I think I found it. Let's find out if I'm right. Yeah. Yeah, this is the place. So let's find some military bags. And this is always a fun little scavenging hunt. Scavengers? Whatever. Hey. Yeah. There we go. Scavengers hunt. It's not what I'm looking for, but thank you. No, you're not gonna let me place it? Just, I see you tried for a split second. No? Haha, that's funny. Oh, wait. Why is it allowing me to shove it into the wall? That's weird. Wee. Wait, did I hear a baddie? I think I heard an infect. Where are you? There you are. You don't belong here. Oh dear. Behave. That's right, take a nap. Take a time out. That was exciting, guys. Alright. As we were. Wait, do I actually have damage from that? That's funny. Hello.
Is it still dangerous out there?
Yeah, it's alright. Bring that energy down, though. You didn't need to yell at me. I don't appreciate that. Is it still dangerous out there? Oh my god. Military bags. Yay, food bonus. Cool. Very expensive. I found ballistic fibers. Or no, a buddy found it for me. In that vending machine, but it's pricey. But it's also very rare, so I'll pay for it, you know, while I'm hunting for it. Now there's usually a few locations where the military bags spawn, where you can break them down for the ballistic fibers. Now the reason why that's even important, the ballistic fibers at all, is they're used to repair high-level armor. And it's exceedingly challenging to find, but there's a few of them that spawn in this location, so that's what I'm keeping an eye out for. A couple of them spawn in pretty mundane locations, like where I'm scoping around right now, in the bunkers and whatnot, in the bungalows. But then there's a couple locations where baddies will spawn and fight you. So, but I tend to keep them as a last resort of a location to check. So, hey, more of those flowers I like. Gimme. Alright. Hey, wait a minute. We're not supposed to be killing the robots around this location. So I'll check through the bunkers here. There's a couple spots where they should spawn on occasion. Oh wait, I was already in this one. Where are the other ones? the heck? I thought there were more. I thought there was a whole series of bunkers or whatever these are. That's the one. But like where the soldiers would like. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, the outhouses were covering them. So in here, occasionally, a few will spawn as well. The military bags. Yeah, there's one. Look at that. Look at military. Oh, ammo bag is what it is. Military ammo bag. Sorry, and those can be broken down into ballistic fibers, which is relatively rare. So that's one. I think it's like around 5 will spawn at any given moment or whatever. We'll test that theory and see if the subredditors know even what they're talking about. Because I've only found, well, technically I bought, what, 5, and then I found 1, so that's 6. So, I mean, you know, I guess that counts. But I'd rather find it for free rather than spending 1,000 caps. Because I only have 25,000, you know? And that's a lot of caps. 1,000 caps. Actually, it's almost like 2,000 caps. So another location is there's like a shooting range where robots spawn. Hey, look at that, floating plants. Cool. Good job, Bethesda, ZeniMax, whatever. Awesome. That's aesthetically appealing to the game. It makes sense. Yeah, so there's like a shooting range, and inside the building, sometimes a military ammo bag will spawn there as well. Let's go test that once I find it. So that's where the the robot will spawn and come fight you. But I think in the middle of one of these buildings, let's see here, there another military ammo bag will spawn. No? I guess I'm wrong. Wait, what's that? No. I'm not as pro of a gamer as I thought I was. That's disappointing. Oh no. Yum yum. Yum yum. Ice cream. Yum yum. Yeah, look at. So it is in that building that sometimes an ammo bag will spawn, but it didn't. So I'm wrong. Hey, Soulflower. Well, I think that's Soulflower. I think that's all the locations for the ballistic fibers. So I think that's pretty much a wrap for all that. Let's break this down. I mean, maybe there are other locations, but I don't know where they are. Ammo. Cool. I think I'll go ahead and call that a successful stream or whatever, and yeah. So, with that, until next time.